Hello, Boris Pravisham here, and so is Anubis. A little while ago, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, Anubis and I were over on your... I think that was a very confusing sentence. I was on your station helping you build a thing, and we recorded episodes that were more in your style. You know, we knew what we were going to do, and we did them. You knew what you were going to say and all that sort of stuff because you're organized. So now we're going to do one on my base in my sort of style. So we're standing out the front here, and we're just going to walk in and build.
Yeah, whatever strikes your fancy.
Yep. Well, we roughly agreed that it was going to be this sort of hole. Oops, I just fell off.
See it.
Yeah, this hole.
You realize there's going to be a Wilhelm Scream at that moment in my video.
Before anyone gets their hopes up, that's definitely not going to be in mine. So this area here is like a temporary starting area that I've been meaning to get rid of for a while. So I think I might make that my first project, to put all these things where they should be. Which is going to be a bit difficult because I don't have a refinery room or an assembly room yet. So they're going to have to be stuffed somewhere else for the moment.
Yeah. But we did agree that this room has to stay, right?
Oh yes, the panic room.
Yes, this is Boris's panic room.
Yeah. It has to stay, but it can be upgraded. That's one of the options.
Yeah. And I would like to point out to everybody, you see this drill here? You're going to notice a lot of tools as I walk around this base, just lying about. They're all over the place because Boris just likes to kill himself everywhere.
Yeah, well, I've got 50% energy now, so might as well demonstrate it.
Yep, that's how he decides that instead of making his way back to the medical room, he just kills himself and then respawns in, because there's no penalty for dying in this game. And since you have to go back to the medical room to heal, and that's where you go when you die, you know, it's efficiency, right?
Yeah. Oh yes, I did do a little bit. That's Ed, by the way. He's over on his asteroid, and he's not invited because he smells. Yes, I did keep going with my ferry for a little bit. I kind of did the other side. You can just see it in the distance if you've got HD on. There's like a cross, a plus sign, which Ed is flying away from now.
Where are you?
I should say thank you.
Out
the front. Not working, like I normally don't do on my videos. Hey, I'm just going to stop typing with one finger. That's just embarrassing. Yeah, that plus underneath the start of the ISS, because Ed's building the ISS. Down there, there's a plus sign, and that's the other end of the ferry, which is up on the base there. So those two connect. I have done that, and I also went down here. I did this big area. See, because if I was an engineer in real life, I would spend hundreds of millions of dollars building a really complicated bridge from one side of a river to the other. However, there would be nothing on either side of the river, so nothing to connect. And I would work out what needs to go on either side of the river after I've built the bridge. So there's this big flat area down here and this massive cavern that I spent ages drilling out, mostly by hand, because well, I did about half of it with the Phoenix until I broke it. And then in the process of getting the Phoenix out after I broke it, I kind of ran over my little drill ship, which turned into little tiny pieces.
Oh, I was here.
So I don't have, I don't have much in the way of a drill ship, so I did the rest by hand. That took a little while.
Look, a
what
drill.
What did Ed just say? Oh. Ed just said something.
I missed it too. Okay. All the people watching have read it, though.
Content for...
Yeah.
Yep. That's bonus content for when I'm editing.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to. Yeah, and then this is a big thing here. Okay, I don't think he realizes we're recording. You're breaking the fourth wall, Ed. That's supposed to be for the land of Nidd.
Well, you can always black that out.
Yeah. It looks like we've got an enemy to deal with. Well, I do. You don't. What am I doing? The ship thing. This big thing that bounces. Yeah, it's not exactly, the work of a genius. It's just 2 pistons, which we've worked out. Well, I've worked out by trial and error is the limit for this server. If we do 3, it explodes.
Ah.
Yeah, and I built this all without first realizing that I've also built this thing down here. So it doesn't really fit in. I've got to get rid of this. I don't know who does this high thing.
Yeah, I've got the haiku platform in my base.
I've already gotten rid of that once, and it reappeared.
Yeah, I have no idea where that comes from, but...
So the cargo thing. Oh, these things are now green.
Oh, look! A grinder!
And I'm thinking this will lead out into some sort of refinery area. So this here is a tunnel which I'm intending to make into some sort of a road out here. Like the equivalent of a road, some sort of a lane. And I'd need some sort of a crossing system to get to the other side of it over here.
This would make the perfect hole for a gravity cannon that fires that Zek ship right there.
But that would be repeating. I'll show you where the other one is. I don't know if I've shown this on video yet. Where does this go? Keep finding things in my own base.
Oh, look, a hole. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere. That was
small.
Can't remember the words I'm looking for.
Where is it? Right here. This one more suits that purpose as a gravity cannon. Because I don't know if people watching know who owns Little Betsy.
Oh no!
It's pointing directly at the thing that we built the other week, that hangar bay.
Oh wow.
So if I am going to make a gravity cannon, this is where it's going to be.
I see. And I can't really complain now because I just suggested that you build one to shoot somebody else.
Yeah. It's alright, I'd mostly shoot non-explosive things. And I'd probably just things to litter with whenever you open the door. You said you'd written a script. You need to work out a way to write a script so that every time you open the door, it just fires rocks into it. And litters. See, yes. I don't want to cause any damage. I just want it to be annoying.
Yeah, just automating what was happening earlier on the server.
I don't take that out. I've got to move this small reactor, and people watching on my end, I'm sorry for the extra noise, but it seems to be raining, so it's going to be a little bit fuzzy. Because of course, sound is fuzzy.
Yes, right.
Are you actually building stuff?
Who, me?
You don't know how these episodes work, do you?
Well, I figured this way you can actually get something done in your video, unbeknownst to you.
Yeah, I am actually going to get something done. I'm going to move this out of the road.
Because I don't know exactly what you want or intend, so you get what I built you.
Yeah, well that solves the problem of me not knowing what I want when I'm building. At least the choice is taken out of my hands.
That didn't work. No.
Okay, this was a bit of a silly plan.
Oh.
Gonna have to go downstairs now.
Oh, that's not connected.
No.
Did you just disconnect stuff?
Yep, you're gonna have to come downstairs to the cargo room.
What's the easiest way down there?
Back towards the main entrance, and then down towards the white platform thing.
Your base confuses me still.
And then down here. That's what I've just got to get the stuff for this.
You went and made getting resources really difficult.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be improving things, but... Oops.
Are we like running into each other? I was like, why is it so hard to get out?
Yeah, the sim speed's dropped a little bit. I just noticed that. I was wondering why things were in slow motion.
Yeah.
That's happening on the other server as well. Every now and then it would just drop. It would be gone. And be perfectly fine after that, but... yeah. Maybe that's what Ed was complaining about when he was complaining about lag.
Probably.
Okay, so that... oh, where am I going to move the refinery?
Ah! So, shouldn't jump off platforms when you don't have your jetpack
on. I just realized I connected that up. It doesn't need connecting. What should I put here? Maybe if I just connect the refinery up to that. It's going to be a bit annoying.
Do you have an idea where, did you have a refinery room area located?
I think on the other side, like where the cargo thing is down there. I don't know if you can get to it from here, actually.
We could move your refinery down there if you want, while we're at it.
Out over here, I think it was. I was going to put it.
Oh, through in this hole here?
Yeah.
Like a whole line of them?
Yeah, I think so. Not that I really refine anything, but I would make it so it looks alright. That's the main thing. I would run a thing out of this.
Oh, I see.
Which I could start. And then I have to turn that in so that it looks nice. I need to come up with another way of making these conveyors look nicer. Because I like showing the sort of the inner workings on the outside. I don't like just having empty rooms.
Yeah.
So I like showing when there's a conveyor. My usual technique is to put a vent thing, what are they called? At that window grid.
Oh, yeah, the vertical grid?
The vertical window,
vertical window,
that thing. The window before glass was added. That thing.
Yeah, you've got a bunch of them
in front
here.
Of it.
These things.
Yeah. I like to put those in the front of the... where is it there? I wonder if I don't have the stuff in my... oh, I do have the stuff in my inventory. So it's sort of in front of it, and then I shield it like that. But I want to come up with a different way. I wonder if we have the panel mod. No. I probably should sync the mods on both servers.
Yeah,
just have a
I was going to actually ask you about that. So are you thinking like all around it, or just...
no, and then the wall would
the
sort
wall,
of be...
okay.
Yeah.
So you'd actually want
maybe.
like a wall like this?
I think so.
Well, that's what you got now.
See, some way show it off while having some sort of a thing in front of it.
What do these things take? Interior construction that's small.
Yeah, I'm completely out of stuff already.
Construction.
I don't know what the easiest way is. If I have all my cargo stored down here, what the easiest way is to have it, so that I can pull stuff out from anywhere in the base. Because I don't want to have cargo containers everywhere and spam, you know, the inventory list full of stuff that... Oh, we went the same way. Yeah, and spam the inventory list full of stuff that's the same. If that even makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, the method that I'm using in my base, right, is I'm running those pipes everywhere, and then I just have a small cargo container as my access point.
Yeah, so that's usually what I've used as well, but I don't like having those cargo containers everywhere. Even things like connectors, they still have a storage space. I think I'd just like something that can pull things through but doesn't have any storage space itself.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if there's a mod for that. If you guys know, let us know in the comments.
I'm just sort of briefly looking through the list of stuff in the G menu and don't really see anything. I've actually not looked at that programming block at all.
Yeah, I've been playing with it quite a bit recently. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked Mir's idea. We're going to be writing books and not using them for programming. We're going to be writing stories.
That's
of course,
right.
it's sort of the... Rather than writing everything in beacons and stuff like that, to like as a substitute for signs. Like the programming block is kind of the book, like the Minecraft book.
Yeah, actually, one thing that I hope that they add in the future actually is, and I guess this could lead to problems like viruses and things, but if a programming block could actually write into the main program space of another block.
Yeah.
Because so I was actually trying to use it as a way to log output, because there's no logging mechanism in the game. Like there's no debug or logging. It's really annoying. So I've created my own logging system to output results to the screen, or not the screen, to another, basically just overwriting the name of another block with the logging information. But it would be nice if I, like a big space like that, if I could actually put out a whole blob of text as my log, would be really nice. Because there's no other block in the game that has that, and that's probably why you guys decided to use it as a notebook, because there's no other block in the game that has a text area like that.
Yeah. I wonder why someone hasn't sort of done that. I'm sure that would be a fairly easy thing to do as a mod, just a completely useless block.
Yeah,
you just put a bunch of text in.
Might not actually be that hard. Maybe it's a good one for me to start on.
Yeah, I can't comment on the difficulty of any sort of mod.
I've been looking for something like relatively straightforward and simple, because when you first start getting into stuff like that, I don't want it to be overly complex, because you're just working out all of the, like, how do you just get, like, you know, get your environment set up, and how do you like to do things, and so there's a whole whack of just setup stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
So I don't like to make it an overly complex first project for an environment I've never coded in before.
Yeah.
I think I'm about to use your method here. I'm about to die.
Oh yeah, so am I. You have all my construction components though.
No, I don't. I put them all back.
Really? Have I run out of construction components?
Well, I just grabbed a bunch and then used them to build the tubes. Is that all you had?
I think so. I don't know. I've just been using things for ages with no sort of thought for consequence.
I think that I just had, on me, there was just steel plates, I think. Oh, and I just knocked myself off. Yeah, I just had steel plates on me. I just grabbed them back. Did you want these blocks on the back here done too, or did you want me to get rid of these?
Hang on, I just need to come back down. That's going to be annoying if I don't have any construction components.
Well, listen.
The ones on the back, assuming you mean the ones
all of
up here?
The square blocks behind the angled ones?
Yeah. Like, you're not talking about in that room, but out here. Well, you know, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just started construction components going.
How? The assembler's not connected.
Oh, did I just start and then not do anything?
Oh, no, it's making stuff. I don't understand.
Oh, you can, if they're not connected, you can't pull them if they're not connected, but you can have it start building them. So
yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff in the assembler, that's why. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
I was just wondering how it was pulling stuff through, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that will make it easier then.
Otherwise, we'd have to reconnect up the... Why did you disconnect all of that before you had it moved?
Well, I decided I wanted to move the cargo container first, but that was the bit that was in the middle of it all.
So do we want to make these?
So I removed that. And, yeah, why not?
I like how we started on the walkway and now we're in a completely different area. You weren't kidding about how this goes. Although I did manage to get you a more a bigger walkway anyway, so you don't fall off as easy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was almost.
I moved. I hope. Yeah, I do like that look though. That does look pretty cool. I haven't done that before.
Quite bare at the moment, but like the what do you call it? Like the blank wall. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the straight right angle, but the alternative is pretty much. I've got my hotbar set up wrong. Is like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too big for there. It's all right for a roof. Kind of need like a skirting board.
Yeah. Well, you could angle it at the top too, I guess, and make it like a triangle roof.
Yeah, I wonder how that looks. I haven't tried that before. I have been rather obsessed with creating circles in voxel games lately. You notice that on the Citadel on the land of Nidd, there's this great big giant semicircle on the end of it. That's what I started with. I just decided I want a semicircle. And then that happened.
Yeah, that's an interesting shape.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
Why not?
And this is a hole between two. I was going to put the refinery room over in this gap, which is going to be a bit annoying because this is on a different plane, and not on a plane that's...
Well, you know what you could do? Let me grab some scaffolding. So, we walk out this way. And we go... up like this, or out like this, and then... Oops. Let's see, can I do this? Oh, of course, that's gonna have to be... yeah, we're gonna need that to get the power to...
I'm not as fussed about drilling my asteroid as yours.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Mine's already got massive holes all through it, so... yeah, there's no point trying to keep it natural looking.
And then
have a gravity on its side.
Yeah, I was thinking...
like 2, so that it's at 45 degrees. But then how...
and this would be your floor here. This is the way you stand here.
Ah, so it's on that side. Okay, I thought you were talking about using it like... hang on. There. And then using this as the floor, so you're actually standing this way.
Oh!
And having two gravity generators that cross over.
That's even more complicated. You can do it that way if you want, but...
Yeah, I thought about that, but it doesn't match up with the floor of this, and also I don't know how to work in refineries to that. The refineries would be at an angle away from it as well.
Yeah. Well, and also, I guess what we could do here is, because this actually goes the wrong way too, we just make this go like this as we go, and the gravity goes down like that with it, right? So basically you just have them all offset. So if we go...
Oh, there you are. It's been ages looking for you. There you go. Okay.
So like, as you go, you walk up this thing, if you're on this plane, you're walking this way, and it just follows it all the way down, and you have the assemblers just like stuck everywhere you can around it, and you kind of walk through like a circle of them.
The alternative is to drill.
Yeah.
I do have everything on the one plane at the moment. Like,
yep.
I know it doesn't look like it, but it is all on the one plane.
Yeah, so I guess we could just go straight, like up a bit, and then straight through here. So almost like we've got here, I guess, but down here, and then just drill so that you can fit it all in.
I think...
But you could do it on a truck. I wonder, actually. It's still not in exactly... You still have to do a bunch of drilling, I guess, but if you go straight back... Like... Where's this thing? Like, you go up a little bit, right? And then you go straight back like this. And you see that's kind of like a triangle in here? If you keep that... You just expand that triangle a bit so that this goes all the way back. And then you could build the assemblers like going up the wall like this. You know what I mean? And then up around like this way. So you could have like a triangle, like you walk through a triangle shaped room with assemblers and refineries on the walls going up the sides. Does that make any sense?
I think we're going... Let's just build that. I'm going to have one room for refineries and one for assemblers, just to, have an extra room.
Okay.
I'm just removing this section just because it's in line with the other one.
So, do you want to say this is the end of one episode and this room will be the beginning of the next?
Sure.
All right. So, thank you for watching. We'll continue this in the next one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.